Alright, Davey? Hope you're alright. Think you're the first one on. Right, I'm just going to start and end this mission because it's one of those ones where I get a bonus just for literally starting it and then finishing it. So might as well do that with no threat to myself. Right, M10M as well. That should be the player medium map one it does in a second. Yeah, there we go. Right, and I'm glad I didn't do that. If it was a demon, I'd have got absolutely murdered. Right, let's just start on the standard house map again. See if we can do one without dying. Got all my gear on there. Yeah, right. Probably don't want all my gear, but there we go. Well, when you say liking P, do you mean liking Phasmophobia? Yeah, I obviously like it, or I wouldn't be streaming it. I mean, it's not a perfect game by any means. It does have a lot of issues with it, but for a game made by like a couple of people or whatever it is, it's pretty good. And the power is in the basement, okay. I don't... Oh, we've got our first thing setting off at the EMF. Was that door it touched in? I've got, yeah, the cold air here. Oh no, not the corridor again. This is where it can be quite dangerous. Right, let's put one bit there and one cross at the other end of the corridor. It's a convenient place for going in and out, but it's not very good if you get a really murderous ghost. So, I was meant to dump my equipment, wasn't I? Oh well. Let's do this till it's just about there. Yeah, cool. Put these lights on as well for now. Here. Camera can stay there. Right, start bringing in the detection equipment. Equipment. There we go. Two dots projector and a camcorder. Let's bring those in first. Doesn't really matter the order. Can we see any ghost dots in the corridor? Ghost orbs. Not what I can see, but we can't rule it out entirely. Anyway, let's put that down there. Let's put one dot projector, say, here. Yeah, that does a good bit of the corridor. Get another one here. Actually, that might work better. Here. Yeah, there we go. We've got a full-on corridor light show going on now. So, hopefully if the ghost walks down the corridor, we'll notice it. It says 60 FPS at the top of my one. I haven't been constantly looking at it, but I don't get frame drops in Phasmophobia because it's Unity. I wonder... I can see it on the streaming stuff, though, yeah. I'm guessing... Let me check if my internet started deciding to download something or do something stupid while I'm in game. Hang on. No, unless it's doing that, I have no clue. So, is it a problem with YouTube? Because I watched a video on YouTube earlier that was stuttering horribly. But I don't think it's my internet. I'm wondering if it's a YouTube server. Yeah, I can see obviously from watching the stream, like the playback, it looks pretty horrible. Let me set the quality down. Quality. Let me just put that to like data save or whatever it is, and I just want to see then if it affects the thing, like if it's at YouTube's end or my end sort of thing, if that makes sense. Yeah, there's nothing downloading on Steam that should be interfering with my connection. There are no downloads in queue. Yep, so YouTube's screwing up streams again, right. Like that, let me just try loading up on my phone, so I won't be able to see the chat for a minute. But I just want to see if I start playing a random video on YouTube, if it stutters horribly. Or like a stream. Yeah, let me click live, and then go to somebody else's live stream, and I'll see if they stutter as well. I mean, it might depend as well on the type of channel, but... I mean, watching another live stream on YouTube seems alright, but it's also buffering that at my end completely fine. Yeah, see if it's like a YouTube mobile thing if you can or whatever. Because, yeah, like I say, it's annoying because I'm just going to walk around the van a bit and see if it catches up on the stream. Can you still hear me or not? I'll ask that in the chat as well. I'm just going to check OBS doesn't say something like there's some sort of data connection problem. I don't normally use sim transitions, but that's on its usual settings from the other day. Not changed any of Phasmophobia's settings. So, okay. Right, so it's, for some reason, like the game's frame rate, even though it's fine at the PC's end, is stuttering on the YouTube end. So yeah, because when I'm adjusting the OBS stuff, that is all in real time. So even though the game is running 60 FPS for me, it's like it's not streaming it at 60 FPS. Okay, I'm just going to play it and hope it's alright. It might be, like I said, some problem with animation at YouTube's end, but I have no clue. If you can still hear me, I can still chat with people in the stream anyway. Okay, if the audio's good, right, I don't think it's going to be Spirit Box. Let's check the temperature. Minus, alright, we've got freezing temperatures. Let's put a book down. In some ways, it actually seems like the frame drop is worse when I'm standing still. like it's like YouTube's doing some weird data saving thing, and when an image isn't moving much, it's kind of stopping it doing it. Because looking at my screen, when I'm walking around, like, doing activities in Phasmophobia, it's fine. When I'm moving my camera around a bit in the van, that's when it seems to be freezing. So I wonder if YouTube's put some really stupid data saver thing in where it starts with streams making live images go static. Because that's what it seems like to me, trying to, like, figure something out with it. Was he written in the book? Yeah. Ghostwriting. Oh great, it might be a demon. Speak to me. Speak to me. Speak to me. I'm just going to keep playing with the quality playback things on my end for the YouTube thing. Because I know it's obviously YouTube, I'm wondering if there's a weird, let me try higher picture quality mode, and then, like, watch back over the last few seconds of, like, on my little screen. No, I'm still, yeah, like you said, I'm still seeing, like, very slow breath and that coming out. That's bizarre. Because obviously the game is running at 60 FPS on my PC. And I'm playing at 60 FPS, and there's apparently not a problem with the connection, so I've never then had it do it like in low frame rate, especially because it stops and starts. Oh, it's done a parabolic voice at least. Let me just set 1080p will play to your current video. Again, now I've set it to 1080p on the YouTube playback thing, there's less stuttering, so that's weird. I think there is a problem with YouTube's streaming server at the moment, would be my guess. I think it's going to be a thing of, if you've got somebody walking around on like a screen talking, I think it's not going to stutter too much. I think it's going to be a case of that, but if they're, try a spirit box here. I really don't think it's going to be spirit box, but I'm just going to try it at this end of the corridor again. No, let's cross out Spirit Box. So, Demon, Revenant, or Shade. Well, it's not burnt any of the crosses yet, so probably not a Demon. It's done a little noise there. Is the EMF going off at all? Alright, EMF 5, okay, there we go. So it's a Shade. Ah yeah, the ghost that barely tries to kill you. So what we'll do now is we'll just walk around the entire house looking for the ghost bone thing. So I haven't got a picture of that yet, have I? No, okay. Won't be in the basement, we've already checked that. Don't think I've checked the garage yet. Probably upstairs to the bone somewhere. Then I'll just try and get a load of good photos in a minute. Yeah, because when I'm walking around looking at the little thumbnail thing, and there's the bone. That better have counted, yes it did. Yeah, that's the weird thing, looking at the little thumbnail thing. When I'm walking around though, the video seems to be running perfectly smooth. It's when I like stop walking around, YouTube seems to be stopping it. Yeah, that's very strange. I'm pretty sure it's YouTube end, because it seems like I said, I did watch something on YouTube earlier on my phone where it was really stuttery, even though the internet was fine at the time. And I put it down to the individual video, but I'm pretty certain now it wasn't. So yeah, they've probably got some sort of server hiccup going on at their end, I guess, which is making playback really weird. I got all the 15 things for the... I need one more parabolic mic sound, so we'll try and get the ghost to do that. Let's put some salt down there. What's my sanity at? I'll take one lot of sanity meds with it. Okay, so let's put some salt down. Just walk through that bit of salt quickly. And that bit. He hasn't walked through that salt yet. Throw that away. See if I can get the ghost to speak to me again and get my last mic thing for the week. Oh, there we go. This shade is very helpful. I'm sorry I made fun of shades before in this game, because it seems the shade's giving me really nice evidence. I don't think I'm ever going to get a shade to show up, or he doesn't seem to want to hunt me either, so I probably won't get a perfect investigation. But at least see if I can get some more photos of stuff just for some extra money. Right, so here's something to test. I need both those. If I'm stood outside looking at the rain, say like that, is the game going to run at a consistent frame rate because there's enough moving stuff on the screen? Let's have a look. Because this is what I'm kind of interested in, is all of a sudden the game going to run like there's no stuttering? Yeah, right, on my screen now that I'm looking at the rain and there's stuff going on all over the screen, it's running at a good frame rate. Like, you know, on the actual YouTube end. So it seems to be some sort of really weird data saver thing they've got turned on, where the frame rate goes down, basically. Oh, there's a doorbell. That's not a ghost. That's just a doorbell. But I'm doing a stream. Somebody else can answer it. Yeah, so it's obviously some sort of YouTube data saver thing they've got turned on that just ruins a lot of streams. That unless all of the picture is constantly moving, it's doing that kind of like freezing bits of the frame, you know, like turning them into a static image. Right. Let's see if the shade can give me some more photos. Oh, he's done that with salt now. But will he want to blow out the candles? Because I've still got 5 photos to fill here. Could get some more salt, I suppose. There we go, he's blown out that candle. Oh, he's blown out the candle again. Oh, he doesn't like me playing the piano. Let's test that. Oh, turn the light off. He's not walked for any of those bits of salt yet. Okay, which of those salts are the ones I've previously not photographed in that row? Is it this one at this far into the corridor, I think, probably? No. Oh, well. Time to go. Thank you, Ghost. You've been very cooperative. But yeah, I might end the stream here, annoyingly, because I know I've only been on about 30 minutes, but yeah, if it's not going to do the game properly, there's not really any point doing a full stream today if the YouTube server is screwing up. No, I'm level 59 now, so what's my next unlock? Level 60. Oh yes, the good free tier 3 dots projector. That will be good, but I need to still save up probably a bit more for that. But yeah, blame YouTube, not me. It's not my fault if there are things going wrong like that. See, yeah, like where it's tallying up those numbers, it's not lagging at all. It's obviously something weird going on with the amount of movement on the screen. But this isn't a game where stuff is constantly moving. So yeah, now I'm in this bit, look, and I'm moving my mouse around and everything. This seems to be going pretty good with no frame rate drop. But I wonder, let me just close that and stand somewhere. So let's say I'm just stood here looking at this wall. I'm just going to give this a quick test, but I think this is what it's going to be. Just waiting for the stream to catch up, because although it says live, it's about running 30 seconds from behind where I am. But I reckon, yeah, now if I stand still and just start looking at this wall, I reckon we're going to start seeing some stuttering again. Unless there's like dust orbs floating around actually mean the game considers it not, you know, not like lagging out. But now if we move my camera a bit, and what I'm going to do is just watch back on the stream and see how clunky this looks when I watch some of it back. So I'm purposely not going to move the camera loads, because I want it to see if it starts doing a weird stuttering thing where some of the camera moves and not other bits. Yeah, I've noticed some of the dust things on the camera as well now. On like my phone are standing still for a few seconds and then moving again. So yeah, I think this is what it is. I think YouTube's done some really stupid thing where for whatever reason, they've got like some stupid system going on where yeah, it's like, I don't know, maybe it's because their servers are overloaded or not, but it's like trying to data save on the stream or something by making it's like how compression works in smaller video files, but that really doesn't work for live stream. So that seems to be why when there's movement and lots of stuff going on all over the screen, it seems to run at like 30 to 60 FPS on YouTube's end. But as soon as I start doing something like this, and you've got no real movement going on, every time there's a small movement somewhere, it doesn't necessarily, you know, it will then start, I'm going to do that a bit to see if it, because I want to watch back in a second how that does it. All the mouse, but it's the frustrating thing is watching back because of the 30-second or so delay. The only other thing I can think of is there somewhere I can... I'm trying to think of somewhere where I can get something moving in just one part of the screen but not moving in other parts of the screen. So maybe if I look at those candles that are lit inside the cabinet. So in theory, the only movement you should be seeing on the screen now is the candles. Because you might get like a dust orb float, but there's nothing else in any of the other bits, you know, that are particularly active. So this is where I want to see... let's move the... If I can get that so the light isn't directly in the way I can, but I'll just have to do it like that. But yeah, the only bits moving now on my screen are the little candle flames. So what I'm wondering is if that's going to start doing its weird compression thing in a moment, and the candles will look on the stream end like they're moving at a really low frame rate. Because on my Phasmophobia end, they're just moving at the same sort of speed they always do. You know, like, sometimes they look a bit jerky than others, but they do kind of look like flames. But yeah, on the YouTube end already, I'm seeing them, like, look slower than they are on the actual game end. You know, where it's like, now and again they just seem to stop moving. Right, so we figured out what's doing it. Thank you, YouTube. That's really helpful. So again, I hope this isn't a feature they're planning on keeping, because it certainly doesn't work for a lot of streams. Like, if they even did this on a webcam stream, if I was the only bit moving, that would start causing the same issue. You know, like if I don't have a moving background behind me, it would start doing the same thing, where I'd start moving in like weird jerky motions. Right, have a good day everybody. It's a shame I had to do a short stream, but obviously YouTube has broken something on their end with the streaming stuff by the look of it. Because I've not changed any settings since the last few video game streams I did, and I didn't have any of these issues when I did those, so I think it's just some kind of compression. It's like where you get artifacts in VLC and stuff like that. Anyway, have a good day everybody, I'll end the stream.